Hey gorgeous, it's Ker-leen. Thank you for tuning back into my channel. In today's video, I will be sharing 5 clean girl fragrances that are in my current perfume collection. So if you're interested in hearing what they are, then please keep watching. Hey friend, welcome back for another one. To those of you who are new here, on this channel I make videos on luxury, I do review videos, I share my fragrance journey, and I also sprinkle in a little bit of lifestyle in my monthly vlogs. So if any of those things pique your interest, then please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. The first fragrance is one that I picked up not too long ago. I have done a video on this fragrance and it's one that I didn't think I would love as much as I do, but I'm quite enjoying this fragrance, and that is Cosmic Kylie Jenner. So yes, this is a scent that I didn't think I would enjoy as much as I do, but man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. For a celebrity scent, I feel like this is a very high quality scent. This is a scent that's intended to be more of an intimate wear, so it's not something that's going to project loudly or give you an immense sillage. Instead, this fragrance is meant for more everyday type of settings. So settings where you don't want your fragrance to be super offensive, you don't want your fragrance to get you noticed. This is an everyday running errands, cozying up at home type of scent, and also one that you can pair with a vanilla to really amp it up for more dressed up and more serious type of situations. This scent evokes this natural sensuality and femininity, and I absolutely love that about this. When I have it on, it feels like I have a cloak of vanillic cashmere on, and I just feel very sexy, very feminine, and very soft. And I think that's what she was going for. I mentioned in my previous video that this puts me in the mind of Donna Karan Cashmere Mist, except this one is less potent. And obviously this is not a dupe, but that's the type of fragrance family that this one is in. So I think this is worth giving a sniff next time you're at Ulta because it's very beautiful, y'all. This is one I've been enjoying a lot. I wear it by itself a lot. I have paired it with different fragrances and it's gorgeous. So this is Cosmic Kylie. And I think that's how you say it, Cosmic Kylie by Kylie Jenner. So this could not be a clean girl aesthetic type of video without the presence of Miss Vayia by Perfumes. This is so refreshing and so beautiful and so gorgeous. It is such a beautifully complex, fresh fragrance, and I just love it. I love it so much. This is another one that I was not expecting to love. I thought it was nice when I first smelled it, and then every time I opened up my handbag, the tester card that this was on was so potent that the scent filled my entire handbag and met me every time I opened it. And I absolutely fell in love with this fragrance. It's so, so beautiful. It's ethereal, it's fresh, it's feminine, it's fruity, slightly woody. It has beautiful aldehydes, which keeps it very light and bright and again ethereal. So this one is a feminine leaning, very princess-like type of scent in my opinion. I love it. It's so good. If you enjoy the notes in this fragrance, this is a clean girl aesthetic must-have. Now I could not talk about Vayia without also talking about one of the newest fragrances to my collection, Afnan's Mystique Bouquet. This is a very good dupe for Vayia, and I did a comparison video on my channel, which I will link here. This fragrance has almost everything that Vayia has in terms of the essence and the feel, except for the nympheal, the akagala wood, and the aldehydes that are in Vayia. Outside of those 3 components which make Vayia extremely unique, I think Mystique Bouquet gets you so close to that same feel. This is a very beautiful fragrance, very feminine, very soft, very fruity, very light, very bright. It's missing the aldehydes. So I don't think this is as airy and as open as Vayia, but this is very bright, very juicy. On the dry down of this, you get a soft, creamy floral. One of you mentioned that this makes you feel beautiful, and I agree. This is a very feminine, pretty girl, clean girl type of scent, and it's very similar in terms of the essence and the feel and the vibe of Perfumes' Vayia. So Mystique Bouquet is one to check out if you don't have the budget for Vayia, or if you simply don't want to spend that on a freshie, or maybe you're still trying to figure out if you want it. check out Mystique Bouquet. Now, some of you have asked me to review some of the other fragrances that are similar to Vayia, and I'm still trying to figure out which one I want to get next, and I will definitely be doing a comparison video as soon as I get that one. So anyway, this is Afnan's Mystique Bouquet. This next fragrance is a rose scent, and I'm not the biggest rose type of girly, but I feel like rose scents are such a clean girl type of fragrance note, and this one is no exception. This is Rose 31 by Le Labo. So Rose 31 was not on my radar, but I picked it up during a trip. I went into the Le Labo store and I smelled it and I really loved it. I did pick up another scent that day, and so after I picked up my original scent, I couldn't get this one off my mind, and I ended up going back to pick it up before the trip was over. So this is a very modern rose, a very clean rose, a very crisp rose. There is a beautiful pink rose in here. And the rose in here is not sweet at all. So this isn't like a sweet fragrance. Instead, the rose in here is very clean and also earthy. But this is not like a dirty, dusty, earthy type of scent. Instead, it sort of balances out the rose note and keeps it from being overwhelming, keeps it very clean smelling. So Rose 31 is just a beautiful, fresh, spicy, woody, earthy type of rose. It's aromatic, it's slightly musky. It's really beautifully done. I really love how clean and crisp this rose scent smells. So at the top you get rose and cumin, and then at the mid you get some more rose, you get cedar, you get vetiver, and the vetiver and the cumin and the cedar together make this smell very clean. I feel like cedar is a very crisp, clean, woody smell, and again I feel like that adds to the crispness of this fragrance. So this is a fresh, crisp rose with an earthy edge, and it gets slightly resinous at the base. So it gets bolder, deeper, denser, but never sweet. I don't think this is a sweet fragrance, although there is some naturally occurring sweetness in here when you smell it, but it's not like a sweet fragrance. Instead, this is a crisp, clean rose. It has a slight musk to it at the base. It has olibanum at the base. It has labdanum at the base. It has gaiac wood, oud, but the oud and the gaiac wood are not overpowering. They're more foundational notes. What I get from this is just a very crisp, clean, slightly woody, slightly earthy rose with a nice musk and a resinous dry down. So you lose some of the edge when it dries down, but you still get that beautiful rose and all of the resins at the base. So I love this. I think it's a clean girl must-have if you love a good rose scent. And even if you don't, I think you should try to get your nose on this, because if you're like me and rose fragrances have scared you in the past, this will be a nice reintroduction to rose fragrances because it's very modern, it's very crisp. Imagine clean lines. That's when you would kind of spritz this on all over. And I love this clean girl vibes all the way. This next fragrance is my princess scent. This is a scent that I wear that makes me feel regal, makes me feel like a princess, and this is Queening by Mind Games. So even though it's called queening, I think it's more suited for a princess because of the softness and the sweetness and the elegance of this fragrance. But I also love that it kind of gives us a different perspective on queening. And if you read the scent story, kind of the description of this fragrance is meant for the woman who has overcome lots of obstacles in her life and is on her way to achieving great things because of what she has acquired, the skill, the grit, the resilience that she's acquired through all of her obstacles. So I love the idea behind this, that a queen is not necessarily one that automatically evokes boldness and power, but a queen is someone who has traversed so much that she's coming into a season where she can enjoy her softness, enjoy her femininity, enjoy resting. And I think that's what this fragrance embodies. So this is resting in your feminine energy to the max. This is soft, it's sweet, it's pretty. At least that's how I feel when I have on Queening. Queening is powdery, musky, vanillic, sweet. It's slightly woody, slightly lactonic, and I love a good lactonic note, y'all. So this kind of checks off so many boxes as my perfect scent. This could be a signature scent if I were a signature scent type of girl. That's how much I love this. This scent is not your big sillage and big projection type of scent. Instead, this is a scent that forms an alluring, a very soft and inviting, approachable scent bubble. And when people get around you, they're just going to think, wow, she smells really good. And that's what I love about this fragrance. It's so good. I love the lactonic, sweet, woody components of this fragrance. It opens up soft and sweet. So it opens up with a cotton flower and a green apple. And I love the way those two notes balance each other. So it smells like the feel of fabric with a little bit of sweetness when you first spray this out. Now, as it starts to dry down, that's when it starts getting interesting. You get a hint of saffron, a hint of rum, because those are the notes that I don't perceive very strongly. But what I do perceive extremely well is the orris root that is in here. The orris makes this fragrance smell buttery. It gives it this buttery, velvety texture and scent. And I absolutely love that. I think that's one of my favorite parts of this fragrance. The other of my favorite notes in here is the coconut that they put in here, because it's not a sunscreen type of coconut. It's not done in that way. Then you have a vanilla and a musk. So this is very delicate, sweet. It has some notes at the mid that help to balance it and keep it grounded. I feel like the saffron and the rum keep this from getting too light and disappearing, and they add complexity here. So y'all, this fragrance is absolutely gorgeous. I have raved about it tons, so I will not continue to bore you with how I feel about it, but just know this is definitely a clean girl scent mixed with a little bit of royalty core, as it were. So Queening rounds this list out because Queening is that girl. Okay, friend, if you are still here, thank you so much for still being here. If you found this video entertaining or informative, please go ahead and give this a like on your way out, as that really helps my channel. And also, if you are new here and you enjoy fragrance content, I make quite a bit of it now on this channel. So hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another video. So before I wrap up today's video, I want to remind you that it is never too late to start fresh. It's never too late to turn that proverbial page, to turn over a new leaf. If you had a bad year, a bad month, a bad week, last 30 minutes, last 5 minutes, whatever your situation looks like, it's never too late to start over and to get it right. Every moment is a gift. So this moment right here is your chance to do it differently than you did 5 minutes ago, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. And don't let anyone tell you different. I will be over here doing the exact same thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye.